What's going on, y'all? This is William with Man Meets Money, and today we're gonna do something a little bit different and have some fun. So I happened to get a brushless angle grinder for Christmas. Love you, babe. And today, my first time using it, and we're gonna see if it sucks. Something you guys may or may not like, I base things on day-to-day usage. Does it suck for the applications in which I'm gonna be using it? If it gets to the job just fine, in my opinion, it works. And no, I'm not concerned about how fast of a job it does. I'm concerned about how good of a job it does. Does it sound like it's struggling, and does it eat through battery? So along with this brushless angle grinder, I'm not gonna be using the Ryobi cutoff wheel that came with it. I'm actually gonna be using the Spyder Diamond wheel that you guys saw me get at Lowe's for super cheap. I'm actually gonna be doing a little bit of work on my old country smoker. Not sure if we got any smoker guys out there, but all these old countries have a baffle plate, and I've been wanting to do a brisket, but you cannot do a brisket and have this baffle plate in your smoker because it creates a hot spot in the middle. So I'm gonna cut this out, and yeah, guys, I got a lot of work to do for spring cleaning. I don't wanna hear it. Just gonna conveniently set that on top of the firebox for right now. But here is the baffle plate so you guys can get a better look at it. So I can't get behind it, obviously. I'm not gonna cut out this rail on the side. I'm just gonna cut clean across. Then I'm gonna cut down on these weld spots down here in these corners, and then we'll be done. So, and this is the Spyder Diamond wheel, guys. I don't know if you know Spyder. I'm a big fan of the products that they make as far as saw blades and cutoff wheels. So let's go ahead and get this opened up. Insert Ryobi scissors. And ba-bam. Look at that beauty. Absolutely. Looks real good. And of course, I'm gonna take the battery out because I'm getting ready to install a cutoff wheel. And I also don't think I'm gonna use the handle. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that taken off also. And we'll go ahead and take this off. And perfect. And of course, guys, safety first. Gotta have some gloves. I'm a big fan of firm grip, but that's just me. I can go ahead and put the battery back in. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and kick this off now, and I'm actually gonna do something that some of you guys may or may not do, but comment down below and let me know if you do this or not. I'm actually going to break in the cutoff wheel. First time using the wheel, first time using this tool. So I got two brand new products in my hand. And because angle grinders are so incredibly powerful, just like any powerful piece of machinery or powerful tool for that matter, I definitely wanted to give it some respect and give it a little bit of a break-in period. Maybe it's not all that, but I don't know. Made me feel good. It could just be a psychological win. But guys, this tool feels so good in the hands. I'm actually surprised at how lightweight it feels. I'm leaning forward a little bit right here, and I don't feel like I'm, struggling to hold on to it. And you guys know I thought the handle was going to get in the way. Evidently, I was wrong. And now that I've corrected my mistake, now I'm considering it broken in at this point, and I'm just going to go ahead and start actually cutting through the steel. And I mean, it just a little bit of pressure, and I don't know if it's, again, I don't know if it's more of the tool or more of the wheel, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely slicing through this steel with little to no effort. I mean, I'm barely pressing down on the angle grinder at this point, guys. If you are enjoying the content so far, please consider liking and subscribing. Would love to have you in attendance for future videos. Back to the work. And now I'm going to go ahead and start on this side section and just bring this straight up to meet the point that I was cutting before. And then after I get done, and camera. And we're going to go ahead and switch angles. And now I am getting the top part of that side section done and meeting that first part that I was cutting. And then I'm going to go ahead and start back on the other side. And here we go. Now that I got these sides cut, now I'm going to jump in there and I got it, guys. I'm good. I got it. She got away from me. But now I'm actually slicing through, and I promise you guys, like, I'm moving through this thing so easy. And yo, I'm barely pressing down right now. And I suppose that's how easy it's supposed to be. And again, I don't know if that's more tool or more of the cutoff wheel. I'm probably gonna say that a couple more times, but I mean, I'm thoroughly shocked at how easy this is. And we're not talking about some super thin sheet metal here, guys. This is real deal steel we're cutting through right here. Kind of hit this little stubborn spot in the middle. I don't know if this is a dense spot in the steel or what, but I did get snagged right there. But I'm going to pop that off. And here we go, guys. Moment of truth. Just try to get this out of here. Might have to cut that off. Let me cut that off real quick. And voila. And yes, if you're curious about how thick this is, guys, this is 1/8 inch thick steel. Fantastic. Happy to finally get that baffle out of there. Yeah, I'll come through later on and clean this up with the grinding wheel, but for right now, this is exactly what I want for all that heat to just come right on through there, guys. And if you're curious about what I'm gonna do with this scrap piece of steel, I've seen some other guys with these smokers. They mount them up here and use it as a little stand for their water pans when they're doing brisket smoke. So I'll probably clean this up a little bit, of course, get a couple of L brackets, maybe 2 or 3, probably do 3 L brackets and mount it right to the side in here. Yep. So now, of course, we got to have the very real conversation, and that is, does this angle grinder suck? No, it absolutely does not. At least not for me. You know, I'm not a contractor. I don't need, you know, the fastest, you know, strongest, most powerful cuts in the world. All I need is a tool that I can rely on to get the job done. And I like that I got some break-in dirt on there, you know, already getting a little dirty. But yeah, it definitely doesn't suck. So right, we got to talk about battery usage. So one, I did start off with a full battery. I was grinding for all of, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so. And starting off with a full battery, I have 1 bar left on the 6 amp hour battery. Now, I'm not gonna say that the tool sucks battery. From what I've heard about, you know, cordless angle grinders is essentially that you should be using an 8 amp hour battery or bigger if you have the opportunity to, because they put out so much power that they can eat through batteries. But for this little 10-minute job, I can't anticipate, you know, using the grinder for 30 minutes or an hour at a time. I'll probably use it for, you know, task here or there. But I mean, for this to be just 1 6 amp hour battery and haven't gotten 10 minutes of use out of it. Now, I am gonna say that this Spyder blade definitely made the job easy. Guys, I mean, I wasn't pressing at all. When I say I have 0 workman's fatigue, I have 0. All I was doing was holding the grinder, letting the weight of my hand set on it, and it was cutting through that 1/8 inch steel like butter, guys. So for a good cutoff wheel, I gotta say, guys, this Spyder Diamond cutoff wheel is absolutely fantastic, guys. And you already know I'm gonna put a link down in the description section for you guys. Now, if you're a Ryobi guy and you haven't gotten an angle grinder yet and you want to know if it was worth the purchase, guys, this is definitely like the big brother to an oscillating multi-tool. I mean, I was able to just keep pivoting the guard around and get all up in the deep crevices. I thought because it was a bigger tool that it may have been difficult to use in a small space like I was just in, but it got in there and it got the job done. It felt great. I didn't struggle with it. It was real easy to handle. It's very ergonomic, and I mean, quite frankly, I mean, I'm pleased. I just can't say that enough. I'm really truly pleased with this angle grinder. I've been wanting one for a long time. Again, thank you to my wife. I love you, babe, for getting this angle grinder for me for Christmas, and it's already paying off. There you have it. So my synopsis is that the Ryobi brushless HP ankle grinder does not suck. It worked for me. I was cutting through 1/8 inch steel like a knife through butter. I don't know if that was more of the grinder or more of the cutoff wheel that I was using, but nonetheless, comment down below. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Guys, if you found this video helpful, please consider sharing it with a friend or family member. Please consider liking and subscribing. Would love to have you in attendance for future videos. Guys, there's been another episode of Man Meets Money. I'm William. See you real soon.